Each of us prides ourselves on the things we do well in our careers, or business, or any aspect of our lives. It feels good to know that you are good at something. But in some cases, this can give us a false impression of how good we really are and what we need to do to get even better. We may even start to overestimate our skill level and expertise, giving us a false impression about ourselves. If we only focus on our strengths, we can end up developing blind spots. You become oblivious to the weaknesses and gaps you may have that are preventing you from improving even more. Not only that, being unaware of your faults and flaws may be having negative impacts on the people around you. For example, you're a manager and people regularly come to you with questions. You always spend time to answer these questions, but before each time you respond, you sigh and roll your eyes. Everyone else notices this behavior except yourself. You don't even know that you do this. As a result of this behavior, people think they are irritating you with their questions, and you are displaying annoyance and anger at them. This erodes their trust in you and dissuades them from asking you any more questions in the future. As a result, people may not perform as effectively or make more mistakes if they are unable to get answers to their questions from you. Because you do not recognize that you act this way, you are damaging your relationships with others and impeding your own progress. If your blind spots persist, you will never be able to make positive strides in whatever areas of your life that are important to you. You will never be able to take any action towards self-improvement unless you develop the self-awareness to evaluate yourself objectively. Are there certain situations that trigger you to behave in a certain way? Do you notice people act differently when you say or do certain things? It is also important to be able to solicit honest and constructive feedback from people around you, and these are trusted people. This comes from having built a strong community of relationships and with people that have different ways of thinking and experiences. Their diversity can provide you with a broad spectrum of advice and perspectives. People tend to get angry and hurt whenever they receive feedback about themselves from someone else. You must be able to avoid being defensive and interpreting feedback as personal attacks against you. Just because you become aware of your blind spots does not mean you have eliminated them. You need to take corrective action to address your faults and flaws. Like most things, it is easier to handle if you have support from the people around you, which can include friends, colleagues, and even a coach or mentor. Not only can they provide feedback, they can provide help in the form of encouragement and making you accountable. Take some time to do a personal evaluation of yourself. Do you recognize areas where you may have a blind spot? If so, it's another opportunity for you to learn and grow. Can you take a moment and subscribe to my channel? Take care.